Hi, everybody. Who's that handsome guy on that screen? It's Joe. It's Joe. That's me. If you guys can hear me, give me a thumbs up, and we're getting ready to go. We're going to give you a little heads up on how to be a super awesome real estate agent. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yes or no? All right, I see a thumbs up. I see a thumbs up. I see a peace sign. Hi, Joe. Somebody said, no, I can't hear you. Well, if you can write that, then you can hear me. Okay. Hi. All right, so let's get going. Today, I want to talk to you about getting business going. Getting your business off the ground. We're going to talk a little bit about Facebook groups. Probably the most powerful thing in our library. Okay, an amazingly powerful tool which all you guys should use. Okay, so real quick, this is super important that everybody knows to market themselves online. I say this every time, but I'll say it again for you guys. Everybody ready for this? You do not need to pass your exam to start to build your sphere of influence. I can't say that enough. Do not be that person who's waiting to pass their exam in order to start to build their sphere of influence. Somebody says, oh, but Joe, do I need a license? You don't need a license to talk about real estate. You need a license to sell and solicit business. But to start interacting with the real estate community, getting your name out there, getting a following on Instagram and Facebook, rock and roll. You're going to feel silly if you pass, and then you pass, and you're like, now what? I don't know what to do. I'm going to spend the next 3 months doing things I could have done before. Okay? So that's the first big point. And you guys, if you do this, you're going to pass all those dinosaurs in the real estate business who still think that the only way to get business is knocking on doors and handing out your business card at Starbucks. Although Starbucks is amazing. Right, guys? Okay, so back to Facebook groups. Why are Facebook groups so important? Okay, so first, in Facebook groups, you interact with people as a topic. So the first thing I need you guys to do is go on Facebook. I want you to do this. Find relevant groups. Okay, go on Facebook and find relevant groups. Everybody got that? Write that down. And you are going to get business if you follow what I'm saying here. You're going to build your sphere of influence. So if you've already passed, you're ready to go. If you haven't passed yet, then when you pass, you'll be ready to go. You guys with me? Right? I'm with you. What are the relevant groups? Okay. Any group that has the market that you want to target. Okay? Any group that has the market that you want to target. Everybody see that? Gia Molly says, great. Ashley says to do with housing. Okay? Not so much. Right? I'll go back to that point. It's a great question, Ashley. Why would you join a real estate group? Answer that question for me. So there's a lot of groups on Facebook that talk about real estate and housing. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Anybody? Why would you join that group? Why would you join a real estate agent group? To learn, maybe to learn stuff, that'd be great. To meet other agents, that's fine. So maybe you would join that group to learn information, network with other agents, but you know what it's not? Everybody ready for this? It is not a place to get new clients. And that's what we really want, right, everybody? Say right. It's fine if you guys want to meet other agents, you want to network, build up knowledge, all that kind of stuff. But it's not a place to get new clients. Shay Oko says that's where buyers are looking. They're not looking on agent groups, okay? They're not looking there. And that's the big point. That's the first mistake everybody makes. So hopefully you just hear that, this webinar is helpful. People, real estate agents who just join other real estate agent groups are kind of missing the point, right, everybody? Okay, if you want to catch fish, do you hang out with other fishermen? No, right? It's a great example. In fact, I'm going to write that down. It's a good Joeism. Okay, if you want to catch fish, you do not sit in a boat with other fishermen, right? You guys like that? You guys get my point? I just made that up. That's my next Instagram post, by the way. Briella says, referrals. Yeah, that's fine. You can get referrals from that group. But everybody says, can I get referrals from this group, the real estate agent group? Okay. Would I get referrals from this? You might, but you got to remember there's like 20,000 other agents in that group. Right, guys? There's 20,000 other agents in that group. Do you guys get my point? So I don't know why they're going to refer to you. You're competing with a pool of other agents. So what is a relevant group? Okay. What is a relevant group that you want to join? We said one that, a group that has the target market you want. So what would that be? Let's get some examples of what that would be. Where are you going to go fishing? If we're using that example, where are you guys going to go fishing for your clients? By the way, I'm not saying, just to be clear, I'm not saying do not join those real estate agent groups. I'm just saying the point of them is not to get clients. All right? Everybody got that? The point of it is to network, meet people. Lisa Stulek, I love it. Civic tourism. All right, so that's a great one. Civic tourism, local tourism could be a good one. Could meet other people, although I don't know how many people you're going to get there. Community-based, like schools. So here's the thing where I'm going with. I see landscape and development, investors group. Once again, you're kind of jumping in with the boat. You want a group that focuses on your community. We want a group that focuses on your community. Okay, everybody got that? You want a group that's community-based. So just talk about landscaping and all that. You want one that focuses on your community. And you guys selling real estate outside of the U.S., and you guys doing that, let me give you an amazing example. And you guys ever live outside the U.S. or travel outside the U.S. or do anything of that nature? Is that true for anybody here? Well, if you guys go outside the U.S., you will see a lot of expat groups. And very often, those expat groups are started by, you guessed it, real estate agents. Okay? Why do they do that? Because they are targeting a community of people who are buying homes and moving in and out of that area. Everybody got what I'm saying? Obviously, it may not work for your group, but it's an example. That is where they're getting those fish, if you will, those clients from that expat group. Okay? They have people who all move to a certain city, whether it's like Panama City, Medellin, Cairo, or wherever it may be. Okay, they're targeting a group of people who live in a specific community that buy, rent, or sell real estate. Okay? Sorry guys, gotta charge my computer. Charger went out. Apologies. Okay, so what do you guys think of that tip? All right, you're going after a certain group. Now, obviously that won't work for all communities, but let's take this and say youth sports. That's a big one that comes in. A lot of people like it into that one. Your school board. I hate saying this right now, it's horrible times, but you know, political groups. But woof, be careful of that one these days, right, guys? All right. Other groups, certain clubs, like a yoga club. Now, here's the thing. You guys may say, but Joe, yogis don't buy real estate. Well, first of all, yes, they do. Okay? They do buy real estate. People in yoga do. But if you are a prominent member in that group, Girl and Boy Scout group, nice job, Lisa, you will be known as the real estate agent in that group. Everybody know? Like if you love yoga and you're in that group, you're going to be known as somebody who does real estate, and they're going to be like, oh, yeah, Elsa is in the group, and she's in the yoga group. Amongst that community, all right, you are the real estate professional. Everybody get where I'm going with that? Whereas if you join a real estate group, you're one of like 100 million real estate agents in that group. A gym, temples, churches, you know, all that kind of stuff. You guys get the idea. Do we all get the idea with this, of the type of groups you should join? Okay, good. All right. April said something important. A lot of groups tell you not to solicit, including the prep agent group. It pisses us off when people do that. So April brought up a great point. You do not go into a group and start soliciting. There is no group out there, whether it's a cooking group or a sports group, that's going to let you go in there and be like, yeah, I know the sport's great, but whatever, buy real estate from me. Playing ball is great, but you know, I need to make a commission. Let's go. No group is going to be okay with you soliciting. All right? Elizabeth, you just joined the group. There's lots of groups you can. You got to be creative. You got to find them. You could do it. Okay? So what do you do? What you do is you participate intellectually in that group. So, for example, if you're in that yoga group, you give information about yoga, you talk about yoga, people will know that you're a real estate person. You intelligently incorporate into your comments. They say, you know what? I never find a good place to yoga. And you say, well, there's this place on Main Street, it's good yoga. I know this stuff. I know some good places. I only know it because I sell real estate, so I just happen to know where all the yoga studios are. If you need to know where the yoga studios are, let me know. How'd that sound? What do you guys think? So in that yoga group, you don't say, hey, yogis, list your house with me. Don't be a loser. Let's go. You say, oh, you guys want to know where good yoga studios? There's 3 on Main Street. There's 1 on the other side of the bridge. It's really good. I just happen to know this because I'm in real estate. And if you guys need information on where to find those, just hit me up. See if I can help you. No problem. Come on, that's a good one, right? That was smooth. You were like, man, he's done that before. That's good stuff. That is what's going to get you business, all right? That is what's going to get you business. And if you solicit that group, you'll be kicked out of that group. If you do what I just said, they're going to be like, man, that's a good person in the group, and they're going to tag you and get you to the top of the group, all right? What do you guys think? Good one? And apply that to any type of group in your community you could think of. If you put a lot of quality comments, the group creator will love you. Everybody got that? Now, are you guys ready to have your mind blown? Are you sitting in your chair, seatbelt fasten? Who's sitting in their chair, seatbelt fasten? Say, I am. Blow my mind, Joe. I'm ready. I don't see anybody saying that yet. If you don't like what the group is all about, make your own group. If you don't like the people having the party, well, then you know what you do? Have your own party. Okay? Make your own group. So if you're somebody who's in yoga, for example, create your own yoga group. And now you know what's going to happen? Your banner is going to be at the top of the yoga. And guess what? Those who said you can't solicit, you could do whatever you want. It's your group. So you could have interesting conversations about yoga, and every once a day, put up a post with your information. Now, keep in mind, I'm using an example of yoga. That's because that's something a lot of people love. And my point is, you should be engaging in groups that are going over topics of stuff that sincerely interests you. If there's nothing that sincerely interests you, then you need to get out of the house a little bit. Okay? But there's got to be something that interests you. Getting in real estate's all about getting involved in the community. Getting involved in the community means finding something you enjoy doing. Okay? That's what's part of fun about real estate. So create your own group. Everybody write that. Create your own group. Create your own group. How many of you guys live in a condominium complex? And you guys live in a condominium complex? I could use some meditation. That's right, Brielle. Naste, third eye, hum-diddy-dum. Exhala, inhala. Okay, so in your condo community, there could be a group that just talks about the issues of the condo. Like, hey, anybody see the construction outside? So annoying. Hey, who wants to meet up by the pool for a barbecue? It doesn't always have to be this critical stuff. You could have a group about the street, like 43 Bayberry Lane, a group about that. So everybody in that street talks and says, hey, we're going to have a community block party, or man, the construction, or, everybody has a discussion. Here's another idea for a group that's community oriented. High school alumni group. Okay. Another popular one is the high school alumni group. We could go on all day thinking of ideas for groups to join and or create. Okay. But you guys get the idea. You get the idea. I see some people saying like investors group, agents group, and I go back to, you got to be a little more creative than that. You got to be a little more creative than that. This idea that you're going to go into a group of investors and you're going to go in as an agent and they're going to be like, what? There's real estate agents? We got to hire that person. Those investors see a million agents in front of their face, and chances are they have a relationship with them. Am I saying not to join that group? Of course you should join that group and participate. Just don't expect to get a million investors just because you started logging on. I am telling you, as somebody who run multiple groups, when people solicit and they go in there and they're not participating, I ban them and kick them out of the group real quick. Because for your group to be successful, it has to be, good conversation, good participation, right? Everybody got it? So far, has this been helpful? Hopefully it's been helpful. Okay. All right. So far, so good? So far, so good? So once again, the big thing is be creative. By the way, even if you're not that creative a person, if you do this strategy, you're ahead of 95% of agents in your community. There's so many agents who just sit there and go to the company meeting and they're just going to say, door knock, wear your business badge when you go out to coffee shops, blah, blah, blah. Asif Alkan says Facebook page versus Facebook group, completely different. Your business Facebook page is basically your resume with information, which I went over before in a previous webinar, and you should create. A Facebook group is an interaction amongst multiple people discussing a common topic. Okay? With that being said, if you listen to me and you created your own business Facebook page, you could participate as that page. Dun-dun-dun! Mind blown again. Participate as that page. Okay? So you could have, all right, the Peggy Miller Facebook professional real estate agent page, and she participates in that group, not with her personal page, but her professional page, and thereby she is promoting her page by her interaction. Everybody got that? So you could participate as that business page. You don't participate as yourself. Obviously, yourself is the business page, but you guys get the idea. Okay? Now, going back to go participating in groups of other agents. People can create conversation rooms, upload files, videos. There's a lot of information that gets uploaded to those groups that is free. Okay, Calvin says most groups look for people to get involved in the group in some way. Yeah, the whole point of the group is to interact. It's a big party, and you guys are missing out if you don't go. Okay, so you guys absolutely must join those groups. Here's another one. The groups are a form of testimonial. Ezekiel says, if we have a different name for the business, do we use the business name or our name? Whatever you want to promote, Ezekiel, whatever you want to promote. Okay. If you guys go on the groups, the moment somebody says, you know, Joe is amazing or Joe stinks, people pile on. People pile on in a big way. So, like I participate in a watch group because I like watches, all right? I'm a big watch collector. When I participate in the groups, when I comment on a watch, I see when other people comment on that post that I commented on. And I see if people are like, that watch stinks, that watch is good, or whatever it may be. Think about it for a real estate agent. If I comment on like the Arizona real estate agent group and say, that person stinks, then all of a sudden it starts getting a lot of headway, and that works in the good way or the bad way. Sadly, for every good comment, there's going to be 10 bad, and you got to fight them off. But groups are a great form of testimonials, okay? You can get a lot of information, a lot of referrals, a lot of different things. For example, that yoga group, that I used that example before, if somebody else says, you know what, Rosie's a real estate agent, you should talk to her. Everybody's going to start commenting there. Okay, everybody's going to start talking about Rosie being an agent because that's the way the groups work. It's a trusted community. Okay. The Facebook group creates a sense of trust. I don't know how many of you guys participate in groups now, but it's this weird dynamic. It tends to be like this communal thing where somebody violates that community. They report it to the manager of the group and they got to get booted out. Okay? People become guarded over the group because they enjoy it and they want to see it kept true to the mission. All right? So therefore, referrals and testimonials from that group have a lot of weight. There becomes a tight sense of trusted community. Ezekiel says, if we want to have a different name for the business, do we use the name for the... Oh, yeah, I answered that. Whatever you want to promote. Whatever it is you want to promote. Okay. In reality, your real estate business should have your name, right, Ezekiel? I mean, your real estate business somewhere in there should say Ezekiel. Okay, Mr. Brown says, I'm in a Facebook groups. I totally get it now. The reason the prep agent group works And the reason the Agent School New Agents Group works, which I want you guys to check out, because it builds that sense of community and interaction. And that happens because we monitor it so people know that it's a strong group. So if you guys want an agent group, join mine. I'm happy to have you there. The Agent School New Real Estate Agents Group. Okay, you can find it there. It'll be great. But there's that sense of trust, that sense of community where it builds, and you get a lot of referrals. Anyways, guys, so that was a quick little bit about Facebook groups. I hope it helped. Let me know if it helped. Tomorrow, Stu will be doing another Agent School webinar. And we'll be doing some prep agent stuff tomorrow evening. Make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to Agent School. That is the YouTube channel you're on now. And also make sure you check out my Instagram, Joe Juder. Love to see you guys there. What I will be doing in the future to help promote you guys. Everybody write this down. Please write this down. This is going to be my effort, where I put my effort where my mouth is. Everybody got this? Because I love you guys. I want you guys to write this down. Everybody ready for this? This is free, and it's going to get you guys out there. Okay, are you ready? Who's ready for my idea to help promote you? I want people who participate in my communities to be successful. Because if you guys are successful, my name gets out there more, everybody wins. I want to make you successful. I am going to ask you 3 questions. I'm going to prepare those 3 questions, okay? On video. I'm going to take that video of me asking you those 3 questions, and I'm going to put it on my Instagram, our YouTube channel, and our Facebook group to get you out there. Some of the questions might be fun. Some of them may be more business oriented. But the idea is to create content for me by promoting you. A win-win. Everybody got that? Who likes that idea? So I'll get 3 questions. I'll ask you guys. It'll become my series of promoting you guys. All right? Amanda says it's a great idea. We like it. If you want to do it, here's the homework for you guys. You have to write me through Instagram. Instagram.com/Joe Juder. So my logic is, if you can't remember to do that, then you're not worthy. Okay? So that's my only requirement, that you have enough ability to go to my Instagram page and write me a message. If you can't write me a direct message through my Instagram page, then honestly, what do you guys think? You know? Shirley says, I really do not like Instagram. Shirley, you got to step up. You got to write me through that Instagram page. You got to just take a deep breath. Maybe do a shot of vodka or something. Just like you're jumping off the high dive for the first time, and write me that message. That's my only prerequisite, okay? When you write me there, I will write you the 3 questions, ask you to be set up. I'll give you a time, and we'll get it done. Lily says, I get too nervous. Lily, no mercy. You gotta step up. You gotta do this, Lily. Do you have to be licensed? No, you do not, Anna. If you're studying for real estate exam, I will tailor the questions so you don't get in trouble, okay? All right, Anna? But we do want to get licensed, just for the record. All right? Lily, you with me? You're going to have some courage with this? Lily, tell me you're going to have courage with this, and we're going to get it done. All right. Thanks, everybody. I will talk to you soon. Bye.